Okay, well, first of all, I really like the whole premise of the poem. Like, that was just an interesting view to take on, like, writing a poem about a person and then turning it into more.
You win the good boyfriend award.
Basically. And, like, how you made it in a circle at the end, just, like, it really tied it off nicely. If I had one critique to say, it's just a performance thing. Personally, I like bigger pauses. Like, I felt like there are parts where I wanted it to wait a little more, so it was better build-up, but then just, like, kept going a little too fast, so that's the only thing.
Yeah, I haven't worked in like all of the performance stuff.
Okay, just play around with that.
Feedback.
Yeah. Just another thing for their performance, I feel like at times, like, your tone kind of levels out. Yeah, it's a little bit flat at times, kind of monotone, so just, like, I don't know, work, I guess, more of yourself and your emotion into it at times.
You're sounding very thoughtful. I don't mean thoughtful in the sense of the actual tone of the poem, which was in itself thoughtful, but thoughtful is in like thinking as you're saying it is sort of the way you're trying to go with this. So if you do have longer pauses, like Mel said, you put in a little more emotion, it looks more like you're really thinking about it. It looks less like you just prepared this, and more like you're speaking directly to this girl, telling her about how you're trying to explain it to someone. Yeah. It might even come off cute if you ramble a little, look a little nervous, not performance-wise, but nervous as if she's right in front of you, like just nervous body language, in a sense that doesn't take away from the performance.
I never get nervous in my life, ever.
That's so
I'll take a different angle. No,
But that's like if you want to take that in that direction, though, because that's one direction you can take it in, like actually talking to the girl who's 300 miles away, or you could like take it in a direction where you're kind of telling, or like more reflective, I guess. Like it can be to an audience, to yourself, or like to somebody outside the situation.
Yeah, because the whole thing kind of takes place in the past too, so it's it's kind of like a recount as well, more than like a instant thing. But I get what you're saying.
Well, not instant in the sense of you're just thinking of it, but almost like you're telling her for the first time. It's her first time hearing it, and you're just. What I mean by being nervous is not by being nervous in the way you perform the piece, but being nervous, like I said, like you're talking to her, like, and you can throw a little passion in there, like you did the 300-mile thing. That was I liked that, probably the best part of the poem, because of how much emphasis you put in that, and you could sort of feel that mix of angst and apprehension, just thinking about how far away she is, but how you're making it work, and that's where you got the most emotion from in the piece.
So you're saying more conversational, less preachy, sort of?
No, not conversational in the sense that she is directly in front of you, because that's sort of the vibe I've got, but it wasn't quite there yet. Just like it's not preachy. It's sweet. It's very sweet, and the way that you slam it is very sweet. And if you look completely unnervous about it, which I know is hard for you, but if you look completely unnervous for it, it seems like there's lacking a bit of passion in there. And if you just sort of maybe stutter words a little bit, and just look a little bit more nervous, like this is the love of your life or whatever, and so make it cute. Good one, Weber.
That's some good things you did. Like I noticed a lot of really good plays on words and metaphors, and like all the language you had going was really well. I think just the poem itself is stellar. It's just the performance that you need to work on.
I personally got slightly lost during the poem. I'm not really sure if that's just me or if it's the construction of the poem itself, but I feel like that can be fixed, like they all said, with the pauses, or at least a little slower.
What do you mean by lost, though? Like, was the analogy of this like mindset to a human kind of, is that like confusing?
Yeah, once you started like with the prose thing, I was like,
okay.
But I mean, it's a great poem. It's a fantastic poem, and it's I personally don't think that way. So of course it's just a personal opinion.
Yeah, but it is really abstract, I guess.
Yeah, but I feel like it was a little slower. It might be a little easier for more people to grasp.
put yourself in it, you know, like, that's talking too much.
Oh, okay.
Pipe one.
An open field
The
analogy.
pipe.
I think basically like the actual writing was like really really good. Like I really loved that. And just like the performance thing, just like play around with that, like the tone, the timings, everything like that.
It makes the listener sort of think, like, am I thinking about college too early, which I am, but yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of another point why I wanted to do this piece is not just because of her, but also because I think that other people should kind of get this mindset, which I've been working on sort of having in my life, which is kind of enjoying what's going on right now and not thinking too much, you know, because it's just like worry. You gotta not worry.
Yeah, I worry too much.
I hear you. Worry warts.
Good job, team.
Thank you guys.